Cool. Sorry. Right there. We good. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Actually, here, can I have the other camera? Alright. Did everybody get the order? Alright. Okay. The dissatisfaction outweigh turn case grouping back debate here. A is Mag 2 collapse. The dollar means government won't let us run up debts. That will cause tension. That's where our Khalilzad evidence means a lack of cooperation, make miscalculation more likely. Turns their Belichick evidence would cause retaliation. Nuclear war would be catastrophic. Also controls the internal link to their Tomb evidence, which says that only in a world of conventional conflict in the Taiwan Strait, only in a world of the Taiwan Strait conflict would a space war occur. Biggest time frame we will outweigh their time frame is 40 years to when the technology develops. That's our day evidence. The debt ceiling freeze will cost business confidence of day traders. The economy will collapse faster than Black Tuesday because government will be seen as weak due to defaulting. Our Khalilzad evidence also cites that and sees probability when the debt ceiling crash, investors will lose confidence and halt the stock market. Is empirically caused great depression, lack of business investor confidence is never good for the economy. That's our min evidence, and also they've conceded some key turns case arguments. Loan defaulting ensures a loss of confidence. When the economy collapses, there will be no way or will to get into space. There will be no resources that will be going towards space funding. Congress will be even more. There's be even less of a way for them to get any funding. When the economy spirals, there will be focus on infrastructure. It means no funding for space programs. It means this as a prerequisite. This is going to short circuit the affirmative. Now on to the affirmative. They've conceded that we have a better internal to the global economy. Our main evidence is very specific. It talks about loss of investor confidence, loss of business confidence, and loss of day traders investing in the stock market. This all means that we have a better internal link to the economy. Their internal link to the economy. It only says one line about how it could wreck the global economy. There are no warrants that their evidence cites. Our main evidence cites 6 specific warrants. I did in the overview. Also, our Khalilzad evidence is very specific. You're going to prefer our evidence. That was a huge part of the one in our overview. How I prefer our evidence claims. This was dropped by their evidence. We have PhD authors. They have doctorate students. While they may be smart, they're not as smart as our guys. Also, they've conceded that they've also conceded that their impacts are inevitable in a world of collapse. They cannot control anything in space. If they cannot get up in the air, and if they cannot get off the ground in a world of economic collapse. Also, our Khalilzad evidence says that not paying our debt uniquely kills hedge. It causes other countries to become emboldened because we were seen as weak because we are not able to pay back our debts, which is what causes it. Also, you're going to send our cyber tax module in a world of economic collapse. We will not be able to defend against cyber terror. This is what controls our GPS satellites and things like that. Because we're controlling that controls global power war escalation, which controls the internal link to space war, which they are conceding. Also on the space. First, you're going to prove it here. A, Obama is pushing now. We have more recent evidence. Even if their evidence does talk about the walkout, our evidence is from 2 days later, and it talks about Obama meeting with Senator Boehner and also Senator Reid. He's reaching across the aisle and showing that he is pushing now. The plan is perceived as controversial as new spending because the GOP is trying to cut back trillions of dollars in government spending. Focusing on NASA is going to make them not want to do that, which means even if the plan is going to get passed, and Obama's going to have to use a lot of capital to ram that through the agenda. Also, speaking of ramming through the agenda, that's what the debt ceiling is doing right now. There is nothing. Their number is actually pretty awful. One, debt ceiling is in the Senate already, and two, the fact that we both have evidence about the recent debt ceiling talks and everybody talking about the debt ceiling cruise. That's on top of the docket. Not their evidence. Also, they're conceding that will pass because Obama's influence in political capital, talking with the senators. Also, Obama's influence is key. That's our Fox News evidence. It's from the same card that they have. But it goes on later to say Obama is key. Also, Obama's pushing now. We have more recent evidence. Also, increased momentum. Their evidence is just saying that the talks that because the Republicans walked out, that killed the momentum. However, our evidence about meeting with Reid gives us more momentum for the status quo on the link debate. Crossed by my analysis above about how it seems controversial spending. Also, Congress just quadrupled the budget for NASA and space technology. Means they wouldn't want to do any more for it. This means that they're going to push more political capital. Also, the fact that we both have contradicting sides shows that it would be contradictory in Congress. The fact that we both have political evidence, we both have evidence. Also, there is a risk of default if the debt ceiling is not passed. Also, even if we don't pass the debt ceiling, congressional gridlock, which is what the affirmative cause lead to the impacts.
Which is evidenced by their link turn.
Which is evidenced by their link turn evidence onto the frontier. We're not going for a conditionality. You need to have to. Also, you're going to cross by the perm if you really need to on the solvency. First thing, they don't sell the tech. They don't sell the tech because they want to be here 40 years with me. And also, even if their demonstration project or the commitment happens, they will not be able to do any of that in the world of economic collapse. Also, they're evident they can see that they don't have any launch costs. Also, ASATs killed the private because SSP is perceived as ASATs. It kills private sector investment, which is what they said is key because electromagnetic waves are shown as disruption, and that's not good. Also, they along with the control advantage, they don't give them their inevitable claims. They conceded that only in a world of U.S.-based dominance would space waste be inevitable. So we're controlling the internal link here. Also, cross-buy from the overview, we're controlling the internal link to a space race. Also, we control the internal links to hedge on the development. They say only government action is key. However, there is no government action in the world of economic collapse. And also, companies are only getting it in if they have enough money.
How much did you use?
I believe you said you used 315, and so that would put you at
445.
Do you rip it?
I wonder if I can even see myself. Not really. Maybe.